Yo, it's your boy, My Makes Money, and today I'm going to talk about Nano Dimensions. This was a stock that was very popular during when penny stocks in the beginning of the year were just almost doubling, tripling in price, and that was around maybe January, February, March, February. I think that's when it died, and around that time, I did invest into this project, but I did sell for a profit because I did see where the market was going, and I kind of got lucky but not as lucky as I wanted to with the stock that I did lose a good portion of my money on. But other than that, you know what? I like the stock just because it involved 3D printing, and 3D printing, in my opinion, is definitely going to be the future. Um, when it comes to 3D printing, what it usually happens is that you had to send your design information to a factory, maybe in a different country, let's just say China, and then they're gonna have to send you back the product. May have some problems, may have like a technical error, and then you're gonna have to do it again, and that's just a long process. And you also have to give your information, your basically your technology, whatever it could be, to someone else, and you don't want to be doing that. So you want to keep it here, and hopefully, with 3D printing, it becomes way more cheaper just to produce products. And 3D printing, in my opinion, is definitely going to be the future. So, what are some advantages of 3D printing? It says minimal waste. In most cases, the only material needed to print a product is which is used by the finished product. Excess material is almost non-existent, and any leftover material can be recycled or reused. This also results in cost saving to the manufacturer. And oh, another thing about when you want to buy something or get a product, you might have to buy it in bulk, and just to get it, the product's cheaper, and you don't want to be doing that and find out that your product was broken or there was a technical error that just made the product unusable, and then you're gonna have to do it again, and then it's a really long process. And also, when it comes to 3D printing, as a single step manufacturer, during the building phase of 3D printing, the machines run independently of the machine operator. One operator can run multiple printers at one time, which will result in lower labor costs. There is also reducing the dependence on which traditional manufacturing process, such as machining, milling, and windowing, since the entire production process takes place on the machine. So yeah, you're gonna basically, especially when you want to do with very small things that are very complex, you kind of want a machine to do it just because there are human errors, and a machine probably can do it faster, cheaper than a person doing it, which it kind of sucks when you think about it because there's going to be so many jobs that are lost just to machines. But you know what? That's not the topic of the video today. Um, Main reason I really wanted to get into nano dimensions was honestly because the idea of 3D printing houses. And as a person that wants to get the cheapest house possible, or not the cheapest, just a good house, has solar panels, maybe live somewhere off grid, and just have a simple life that I don't want it to be too costly. I just like the idea of 3D printing a house just because you can always uh do redo a model that was already good, and I feel like it's going to be way faster. And when it comes to building houses, a lot of it does come the price comes from labor because it is hard work and they do want to make some money. So I think when it comes to 3D printing houses, this is very early stages and probably not going to be around for another couple of years. But there is a shortage of houses on the market, but that has to do with real estate. Nano Dimension to reveal a Fabrica 2.0 system. This basically has to do with semiconductors, and yeah, semiconductors are basically insulators and conductors mixed together. They can conduct electricity, but they're not gonna get too hot, and that's what happens when uh, uh dang, I can't. Sorry, I'm trying to. It's basically a truck that is a semiconductor. Yo, I should have looked this up before the video. But yeah, this is what the truck looks like. This is they're in a major shortage, and it did affect a stock that was like a penny stock, if I can remember correctly. These use semiconductors, if I'm correct, and imagine you have a car or just a truck like this. Basically what happens is that the vehicle does have electrical parts, and you don't want that to get too hot and it ruins the interior or just the technology that's in the car. So there has been a major shortage due to the situation that's happening. And you know what, I, it does kind of suck, but it's the future. There's always going to be a new innovation that comes and try to fixes the problem. And I think that's what Nano Dimensions is planning to do. But I I did go on a tangent about 3D printing houses. I don't think that's in their near future, but I just like the idea of it. And then Kathy Woods has invested close to 200,000 or bought 200,000 shares of Nano Dimensions. ARK Invest. This is their autonomous technology and robotics ETF, and just insane price just to get into 3D printing. So I definitely think that she believes in 3D printing. And Kathy was also invested into technology that has to do with army and defense. And so imagine you're the United States Army and you had a product that you want to produce, a weapon most likely. You don't want to go to China because even though they're gonna have cheaper uh, materials, and they probably can definitely do it for cheaper, you don't want to give them the information to make the material. Then he just gave a person that you don't want to have that type of information, that information. And so if they can do it in state, I definitely think that if Nano Dimension does focus on getting a military contract, it could definitely bring good news to the space. But honestly, I really don't care about any mit, mit, can't even say it, military stuff. My brain just got foggy. My bad. But yeah, it's your boy My Makes Money. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. What are your thoughts on Nano Dimensions? And honestly, are you investing into this stock or not? And thank you guys for watching the video. I may not be the best at producing stock videos, but you know what? I'm gonna try to get better at it. So what are your thoughts? And thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.